Welcome, Central Texas, to Our Town's Bryan College Station.
In this week's Our Town Bryan College Station, we highlight a vibrant city with so much to do and see. And perhaps one of the crown jewels is the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum. I took a trip there to learn more about the legacy of the 41st President of the United States and his continued hopes for the future.
I, George Herbert Walker Bush, do solemnly swear.
Many historians would say President George H.W. Bush was a man who brought a dedication to traditional American values to the White House that shined through during his term from 1989 to 1993.
By the grace of God, America won the Cold War.
Those words encapsulate an image of President Bush for Don Hammett, director of the George H.W. Bush Presidential Library and Museum, whom I sat down with for a conversation.
One of the things I've really learned since I've been here is his true compassion. He really, really cared for the nation.
In one of the significant events that occurred during his presidency, the fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9th, 1989.
Some of President Bush's advisors were encouraging him to go to Germany to participate in the festivities. And President Bush denied, and he said, no, this is a German event. This is not an American event. His compassion and his understanding really sort of shines through in moments like that.
Part of that wall sits right here in the museum today. Evidence and just a small piece of what defined the 41st Commander-in-Chief.
To make kinder the face of the nation and gentler the face of the world.
President Bush's hopes on the day he took the oath of office and how he planned to shape and lead our country. In the years to come, landmark legislation would follow, including a cornerstone of his domestic policy, the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
No Americans will ever again be deprived of their basic guarantee of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
And the Immigration Act of 1990, increasing the number of legal immigrants allowed into the U.S. and providing the framework for legal immigration today. Fire! But most notably, Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm.
I can report to the nation, aggression is defeated, the war is over.
Resounding applause during the president's address to Congress following a successful end to the Gulf War, a defining moment of his presidency where his decisive leadership in forming an international coalition to liberate Kuwait from Iraqi occupation solidified his image as a strong and effective leader on the world stage.
President Bush believed in a social order, and he was willing to do what he needed to do to enact that.
It's one of the many exhibits visitors can see here to remember, reflect, and learn more about the snapshots in history that have defined our country. In fact, education is a reason this museum and library exists today, a cause he championed throughout his career and believed was vital to our nation.
The fact that President Bush chose to have his library here in College Station speaks to his love of Texas and his love of democracy and education.
To be one of 16 presidential libraries is truly special, but it's so much more than just a library. It's tied to the National Archives and Records Administration.
The National Archives is the nation's record keeper. The availability of anyone to come to the library and use the records of your federal government is a uniquely American experience.
NARA's collections not only contribute to the understanding of our nation's evolution, but it's a key to our democracy as Americans, and it is a right and privilege we should never take for granted. The campus grounds are simply breathtaking. A serene pond leads down a delicate path, and at the end, a peaceful place one can pay their respects to the once most powerful man in America. But a trip here isn't just a look back at history through the life of the 41st president of our country. It's a place hoping will educate, inspire, and develop the future leaders of the United States of America.